So I'm out again in my prep for finding these walking routes, running routes for my 24-hour marathon. So yesterday I tracked one and I filmed it, just a loop, at 2 and a bit loops would give me a mile, and recorded my walking distance from home this morning when I did that loop, and now I'm just recording a loop on my tracker that I started about a quarter of a mile back. So whenever I've walked this, I've wondered what this would add on to it. So I do this sometimes as my Buddhist kora, which is you walk 3 times round a Buddhist temple. So I do 3 laps of this as if I'm doing my Buddhist training, Buddhist prayer. Normally at a temple you're turning the wheels that are all around the temple. So this one obviously I'm walking freely, but I'm going to do 3 laps of it and just see what it gives, what it would add in to my normal loop. And as it's quiet, or relatively quiet today, no doubt because of the rain, I'm going to film as much of it as I can. Just towards my prep, there's a man walking his dog. He's in his England shirt, which of course we're all proud to wear, I imagine, today. I imagine there'll be a few of them. Maybe not so if we hadn't won the penalty shootout last night in the Euros. As I'm filming this, today is the 7th of July, so last night England played Switzerland in the Euros quarterfinals, and we're through to a semi-final, which is an achievement in itself for the men. The women have, of course, won the Euros, so we have to now clarify, I don't know when we say this, that the men have for the first time qualified for the Euros semi-finals, which is brilliant. So this is the last lap, and I can continue the rest of the walk to the point where I started recording the distance, which is where I stopped the last mile. So we'll see what it gives. I don't want to look at it until I get there. And I'm obviously just walking these in preparation just to see what the route is. And the actual day, it will be decided then of whether I walk, jog, run, all of it, part of it, whatever that gives. So the previous mile I did jog a little bit until my laces came undone, and in my walking boots today because it's currently raining, and it has been raining. Yesterday it rained, so I thought if I go off path, which often I do, I go off path and to record clips on my channel. So this obviously I could do in my trainers, but decided to walk across the grass part this morning from home to here, and it was a bit muddy, so walking boots are good. It's also good for me to see if I am running, jogging when I actually do the marathon? Am I going to wear my walking boots? Can I run in them? Is that comfortable? Perhaps I can run in them, but is it comfortable for that amount of hours? Or for the muddy bits, am I just going to put on an old pair of trainers, which I did find a pair the other week. So we'll see. It's all in the preparation, isn't it? This is all good fun. At this point where I am, when I look around, it feels like I'm the only one. I have the park to myself, which feels wonderful on a Sunday morning. So I did the calculation the other day. The marathon distance, 26.2 miles, divided by 24 is 1.09. So I have a choice of how I divide up that marathon. Other people have done, like Bo Miles did 3 miles the first hour and then 1 mile for the rest of it. So and then others have just done a mile, just gone to 24. And I find that really interesting, just to look at that flexibility in that 24 hours. What can be achieved? What can be achieved with my body that, to be fair, doesn't normally do that much walking every hour or every day, because my job as a writer is very sedentary, and in recent months I've been focusing on doing a book a month. So that involves a lot of writing, a lot of sitting down. So whatever I'm doing in this preparation is really good. So this is the point right here where I started. So let's see what that gives. That started my second mile. I'd already done a mile. So from here, round the normal part of the loop, up to that meeting point where I did 3 circuits, back down to here, gives me 0.65. So it adds a bit on, because one loop would give me, I think, normally 0.42 or something. So it adds a bit on. We'll keep going. We'll see where that mile point is. And there'll be other routes I'm going to try. I'm going to film along the way. That'll be along the roads. So I'm just reorganising my coat, which is sliding off. I did come back this morning when it wasn't raining. It started again, and hopefully just spitting now. But I got my coat open because it's quite warm, or I'm quite warm, having run a little bit, no doubt. So it's nice to walk this path. This is my running path normally. I like to run this bit because it's covered, so even if it's boiling, it's covered. And that's what I like for when I do the day. When I choose, I don't necessarily be sure of the weather, but at least I know that if I am doing this part in the day, I'm covered. I could go up and down if I wanted and just do the mile here, but I like the running around or walking around a loop and seeing what's going on. So I'm going to start filming this part here. Because on the other cliff we've got the other part, and that might be busy with people as we're getting later on. So there we go, that's an added part to the route. It's always good just to try these things out, I think. What are you testing yourself with this month or this year? What's good for you? And if you haven't got a challenge, do you want to build one in? One for the body, mind or soul, or one for all three? I'm counting this for all three. I'm going to do a separate clip on that, I think. So we'll see what that gives. Enjoy your day.